today, Congress party has brought a no confidence motion in parliament, primarily to focus the situation in Manipur, and in that process, they have also tried to flag that what Congress has done for the people of Northeastern region during the last 75 years. They have referred Assam Accord, they have referred Mizoram Accord, and they also referred various so-called achievements during their tenure or during their regime, particularly in the Northeast. I'll come straightly to the state of Manipur. Why violence or ethnic conflict is going on in Manipur repeatedly? This is not for the first time. Manipur has seen the ethnic conflict. The Manipur has seen killing of civilian people, police people, army personnel since last, in a way, 75 years. And primarily, if you see the data, these are data particularly available in various websites which you can cross-check. In year 1990, 300 people killed in the state of Manipur. Of course, that point of time, Congress government was in power. Subsequently, in the 1993, 1100 people were killed or died in the state of Manipur. In 1997, 400 people killed. In 2001, 95 people killed. 2003, 140 people killed. 2006, 105 people killed. 2008, 200 people killed. 2010, 220 people got killed. And 2012, 165 people got killed. I do not want to refer to the name of community. Out of this, there are many a times you will see that these are ethnic conflict, and many a times there are other kind of violent activities. And if you see that all this has happened during the Congress regime, I want to clearly state that because of the wrong policy adopted by Congress party during the formative years, today Northeastern state is not able to resolve various disputes that exist in our region from the time of we attaining the freedom. They have created a situation. They have put provision in the constitution. They have created safeguard in the constitution, either which is creating various issues, various problems among the communities, either or they have not done something which should have been done in very beginning to resolve the conflict. Today, Congress party must think and Congress party must analyze that it is because of their wrong policy and wrong approach towards the people of Northeastern region, Manipur is burning, and the sole responsibility is with the Congress. And they must also remember that during all this violent activity, none of their prime minister has visited the state of Manipur, neither they have tried to give healing touch. Neither any Union Home Minister visited, stayed 3 nights there, neither any Minister of State visited Manipur and stayed months there to resolve the issues. So today one of the MP from Assam, he has said that during the Kokrajhar conflict, Dr. Manmohan Singh has visited Kokrajhar. I want to take you to the memory lane. There was 2 incidents in Kokrajhar. That was not one incident. One incident took place in 2008. One incident was there in 2012. In 2008 conflict in Kokrajhar, total almost, if I am correct, 64 people killed and 3,211 houses were burned, 115 people were injured, 11,690 people were affected in Dorong and Udalguri district. There are no record that at that point of time, Dr. Manmohan Singh ever visited Assam. So today in the parliament, when a Congress MP from Assam said that during the Kokrajhar violence, during the Bodo Muslim violence at that point of time, Indian Prime Minister has visited Assam, that is a statement, not bear actual picture. In 2008, Dr. Manmohan Singh never visited riot-hit areas. In 2012, he did visited, but he visited Kokrajhar only for an hour. So a token visit of a prime minister for an hour in Kokrajhar was not responsible for resolving the conflict. The conflict was resolved. Today I can reveal to you that when in the initiative of Intelligence Bureau, I have taken both Bodo and Muslim leaders to Delhi. Discussion was taken place in the presence of Union Home Secretary R.K. Singh, and dispute were resolved after that. There was no initiative from Congress Chief Minister at that point of time, or that time by the then political leadership of the country. That was purely an initiative of Intelligence Bureau, purely an initiative of that Home Secretary at that point of time, Mr. R.K. Singh. I have been asked to take people to Delhi. There was a discussion, and gradually conflict were resolved. Now, how can a 1 hour visit of Prime Minister at that point of time in Kokrajhar was responsible for bringing peace? Even after PM visit, conflict continued, and it continued for quite a long time, and thereafter it was resolved as a result of some protective discussion that was held at that point of time with various leaders. Those were leaders from that area, which include various political leaders of that point of time. I don't want to go into the detail. I'll take you to certain situation. To October, November, and before that, when India and Chinese were in a head-on coalition mood, that point of time, Jawaharlal Nehru never visited Assam. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed was sent to Tezpur, but he fled away from that area because he says that tomorrow Chinese is coming to Tezpur. What is my point being here? Actually, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed left that place, and on that critical day, without talking, without meeting the people of Tezpur. I want to remind Congress Party that when Mrs. Indira Gandhi visited Delhi in 1983 massacre, the New York Times reported that she was there for 5 minutes in Delhi, and when people asked, New York Times reporter at that point of time asked her that Mrs. Gandhi, will you take some responsibility? Mrs. Gandhi answered, why I should take the responsibility? It is the agitators who are responsible for this massacre. Mrs. Gandhi concluded her visit to Delhi in 5 minutes of time in that point of time, and she came here only to blame Assamese agitators or the agitators of Assam for the Delhi massacre without going into the detail of the thing. Neither she initiated any peace process, neither she suspended election thereafter to bring peace in the state of Assam. The Congress hands so far in Northeast regions are concerned, it is full with blood. Whether it is a Nagaland, whether it is a Mizoram, whether it is in Assam, whether it is in Manipur, whether it is in other part of the Northeastern region. The history of the Congress Party is only history of the bloodshed. The history, their hands are full with blood. I can take you to many conflicts. I can take you to many points in our history where massacre took place, nobody has visited, and when they visited, they only blame people of the Northeast region for the violence. There was no healing touch. Today, one of the MP from Assam, they have said in the parliament that these people has come to Assam to give healing touch. But I want to remind them that when Indira Gandhi visited 1962 November, Pupul Joykar has written that Nehru asked Indira Gandhi not to visit Assam because he feared that his daughter might be kidnapped by the Chinese army. That was not written by me, that was written by Pupul Joykar, who was a family friend of the Gandhi family. So I want to remind all of you that these are wrong narrative they want to create. Whatever is happening today in Manipur, entirely because of the Congress policy during the framing of the constitution. When safeguard was required, they have not given safeguard. When they have given safeguards, they wanted to ensure that these safeguards lead to various kind of conflict. They said that about the border clash. During the Congress period, there was a border clash between Assam and Nagaland. There is a series of border clash. I want to ask Congress Party that you have created state of Arunachal Pradesh, you have created state of Nagaland, you have created state of Mizoram, you have created state of Meghalaya. Why you have not created boundary at the time of the creation of the state? Why you have left us without demarcating the boundary properly, and today we are fighting among ourselves? The entire policy of the Congress party was to ensure that community fights among themselves, state fights among themselves, inter-religion fights takes place, so that Congress party can rule Northeastern region by divide and rule policy. That was the hallmark of the Congress policy in the entire region from 1962. Can you imagine? People like Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed fled away from Tezpur, saying that tomorrow signage is reaching Tezpur, so I should go out immediately. These are the recorded history. The then Congress MLA of Tezpur, Mr. Sarma, has written to the then Chief Minister of Assam that your minister has fled away from our city because he thought that next day morning signage will come. And that person will later on become President of India as a nominee of the Congress party. Again, I told you that Indira Gandhi's interaction during the Nelly massacre, till you will get in the New York Times, she came here only to blame Assamese people. There was no healing touch. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh visited Kokrajhar just for 1 hour in one of the conflict. He has not come to Assam in all the conflict. There was a 2 conflict. He came in one of the conflict, but he did not stay beyond 1 hour in Kokrajhar. And if you visit that a 1 hour visit of Kokrajhar is enough for a healing touch, then why the conflict continued thereafter also? So there are enough evidence on record. There are enough evidence that Congress party created this sad situation in the Northeastern region. This is the entire today Kuki and Meitei or Naga or Meitei or Assamese or Naga or Assamese or Khasi, Assamese or Garu are not fighting overnight. There are history. If Khasi and Assamese are fighting, then there are history of border conflict. If Naga, Manipur and Meiteis are fighting, then there are various critical questions which Congress party left unanswered. If today Assam and Arunachali people are fighting, that is because you have not demarcated the state. If today Assamese and Mizo people are fighting, primarily because you have not demarcated the state when it was carved out. And today we are paying price for your fault policy. Today Assam is crying that because of your faulty policy of welcoming foreigners, welcoming Bangladeshi immigrants to the state of Assam. So you have not done anything. Do not take credit for Assam Accord, because through Assam Accord, if something is sought to be undone, then it was only your creation. You have opened the floodgates of Bengali Muslim migrants to the Assam. You have not done anything. This accord could have been signed in 79 itself. 900 people should not have been martyred for this accord. There could have been much better deal at very beginning if you had any sympathy for the state of Assam. This conflict arising out of the entire situation in the Northeast, I want to blame that this is the entirely creation of the Congress party. Today, BJP is trying to give healing touch, various border accords, various accord with various insurgent groups are result of this continuous healing touch. But Congress has created a war zone in the Northeast in last 75 years. It cannot be dozed off by one or two years of policy. It needs continuous healing touch. Today, Congress is talking about Manipur in Parliament, not out of love for Manipur. When Manipur was burning in 2014, prior to 2014, 2012, when diesel price went up to 300 rupees, did anybody from Congress party visited Manipur? When people were getting killed in Manipur during that point of time, did any Congress Prime Minister visit state of Manipur? So these are false narrative today they want to create. When 1100 people got killed in 1993 in Manipur, no Congress Prime Minister visited Manipur. So these are all wrong policy. Today one of their leader, he went to there for 4 hours or one night, become expert of the Manipur. A so-called I full stop, N full stop, D full stop, I full stop, A full stop delegation went to Manipur and become expert overnight. Then why incident happening since 1990?